Massachusetts is recognized.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker. I thank the gentlelady for yielding. I rise in strong opposition to the so-called Genius Act. Mr. Speaker, this bill has never even been considered or debated in the House Financial Services Committee or the Agricultural Committee, the committees of jurisdiction, which is the usual practice in this body. I guess this is what passes for genius these days. Republican leadership has once again caved into President Trump's demands for quickly pushing crypto legislation. President Trump just yesterday posted, "Pass the Genius Act ASAP." I guess there's no need to debate it or read it or amend it, just pass it. Now, you might think that Republicans might be cautious about taking financial policy direction from someone who has a side hustle selling baseball hats and Bibles and who has filed for bankruptcy 6 times in the past 20 years. But sadly, you would be mistaken. This bill significantly weakens the U.S. dollar, which is the global reserve currency and provides a huge competitive advantage for our country. This bill allows a complete takeover of our financial system by big tech companies by allowing these massive companies to issue their own cryptocurrencies. For example, Google with 3.5 billion daily users. Meta has over 2 billion active daily users, not to mention Amazon or X or Walmart. Several of these companies have already indicated they're planning to launch crypto stablecoins if this bill becomes law. And those companies can easily compel or incentivize users to move away from the dollar and away from traditional banks and into these so-called stablecoins. President Trump's own stablecoin is set to become one of the top 10 stablecoins after Abu Dhabi announced a $2 billion investment in World Liberty Financial, which is a joint venture between the Trump family, his sons, and Steve Witkoff and his family. You may recall that Steve Witkoff is Trump's special envoy to the Middle East, where Abu Dhabi is located. Nothing in this bill prevents the clear conflicts of interest and violations of ethics laws by President Trump. And the worst aspect of this bill is the danger and risk that it puts on the backs of the U.S. taxpayer, because this will not end well, and nothing in this bill prevents a taxpayer bailout of crypto. If we really wanted to protect the taxpayer, we could require that crypto companies that are pushing these bills absorb the losses if they fail. That would seem fair. Yet despite several attempts to have amendments included in the bill that would protect the taxpayer from paying for crypto bailouts, my Republican colleagues repeatedly refused. We've seen in the past, in 2008, when the last version of financial innovation blew up, collateral debt obligations and other complex derivatives. It was the taxpayer that had to pay to clean up that mess, to the tune of about $700 billion, while bankers who created the mess, they got bonuses. We should not let that happen again. And I urge my friends on the other side, my colleagues on our side, to defend the U.S. taxpayer and vote no on this bill.
The gentleman's time's expired.
And I yield back. I thank the gentleman.
The gentleman